and welcome everybody back to the tutorial series of Anno 1404 Venice. And yes, this is now the second video and we are going to explore the construction the construction possibilities for Tech 2, so the citizens population tier, and we will get started right away. So, first, our citizens have two new demands, which is spices and linen garments, well, and the casual public building, but
I rather like the look of that new neighbour of mine.
But that is not really important. So, the first thing you want to do once you have reached tier 2 is to set up a proper stone production. That is actually fairly easy. You just get a stone deposit into your building range, then you build a stonemason, actually quite close to the deposit, and then you connect the stonemason with the market building. Please notice, the stone deposit itself does not have to be connected via road with the stonemason or the market house. Only the stonemason itself and the market house need to be connected. So one stonemason is a very bit low. Yeah, especially in later population tiers you will consume a shit ton of stone. So you should aim to have at least 3, in an ideal case 4 to 5 stonemasons working. At least if you are constantly building stuff. Yeah, which I am, for example, here in this tutorial series not. So once you have that set up, you are probably very tired of always buying tools or waiting for a trader in your warehouse to come by. So time to build our own tool production. This is also very easy. Bring an iron deposit in range of a market building. Connect them via a road. Yeah, don't forget, the iron mine needs to be placed directly above the deposit and needs to be connected directly. Then you will also connect a charcoal burner's hut, which is done here. Yeah, it has quite a huge area of influence. And now comes the quite clever part actually. You could now build here an iron smelter and so on, so that everything is being connected. I personally prefer to build like production islands. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I tend to build them close to the harbor because it makes the harbor look busy, like an industrial complex. So I prefer that. So now I'm going to build here the smelter and 2 tool productions. Yeah. So the ratio is also very simple. 1 iron mine, 1 charcoal burner's hut, 1 iron smelter, and up to 2 tool makers workshops. I usually go with 3 tool workshops of on 2 smelters. Just because I love to have some iron back in my storage that I can use for quests or that I can use for weapon production and so on. But this should suffice here now for the moment. So now we have built our building material stuff. So now time to get started with the linen garment production. There are actually several ways to get that done. What I notice quite often is so come on. Somehow my mouse makes issues today. It always double clicks. So what I notice often, for example, is this construct, which is totally okay. So you just place a weaver hut in the middle, and then you align the fields around it. So here now the same. So that totally works fine, especially when you have only small space available, but it is in my opinion not the most efficient solution. Even more efficient than this is actually to go like with a cider production. So we place here a new farming island. 1, 2, 3, 4,
One of your plants
5.
has stopped producing goods.
Oh, here's no that. Seriously, I need to fix my mouse later. This double click issue now is really annoying and it just has been caused like 5 minutes ago. So, and again we place these fields. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here now again. So, but of course we still need the weaver huts, so there's no space for them in there. For that we have our production islands here. And I always like to set a focus. So for example, this here is going to be the production district for ironwares, so later I will add here weapon production and so on. And this here can be a small weaver district. So, time to place here 2 weaver huts. As you might have noticed here, 2 hemp plantations can actually support 1 weaver's hut. So if we have here 6 plantations, we can support 3 weaver huts, and that is fine. So, but this is also the population tier at which you start building ships. And for that, let us build here a shipyard. So, and you will notice you don't need only wood and gold, you also need ropes. Ropes are also being produced with hemp. And as you might have guessed, this production can actually be easily integrated. So, let's get rid of this production here. And then we can build 2 rope yards. So, 2 hemp plantations can support 1 weaver hut, but 1 hemp plantation can support 1 rope yard. So, and with this setup we should never have rope issues again. But please remember, these rope yards are a bit larger than your usual production buildings. Yeah, they are not 3 times 3 tiles, they are 3 times 4. Always be aware of that. Yeah. And that basically was it. Now you might want to ask, and what is with the spices for our citizens? Yes, that is what I'm going to cover with our Oriental T1 video. So, with the next video, since this is not an Occidental production line. Yeah. And that basically was it. The basics are now set. I know we are in negatives because, well, I'm a bit overproducing and the city is smaller than I usually do. That is nothing you need to care about. And yeah, I hope you liked it. If yes, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if you have any feedback or questions, just use the comment section. And if you want to know more, then, well, then also use the comment section. Yeah, but if you want to see more, yeah, or want to get notified whenever I upload a video, just subscribe to the channel. It would make me very happy. I just noticed that here not all farms are working, but no they do. Okay, and with that I say goodbye and see you next time in the first Oriental production video. Bye bye!